Has Cleveland basketball finally turned the corner, y'all? Or is this just a magical holiday smokescreen? On Christmas Day, y'all, tomorrow, that's tomorrow if y'all aren't prepared yet. On Christmas Day, our Cavaliers walk into Madison Square Garden for a nationally televised matchup against the New York Knicks. And tomorrow's game might define the season more than our present day standings ever could. Okay. We've seen damn near two back to back 140-point performances, right? From our Cavaliers. And we've seen historic bench production as well. But tonight, the question is simple for us, okay? Is we've been talking all season long about role clarity and identity. Has this team finally found their identity? Or are the Knicks about to expose even more cracks in the development, the overdue development of this Cavaliers team? Y'all know we gonna talk about it. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's your girl Naja Lee, and this is the Cavs State of Mind show, the realest Cavs breakdown on the net, and the only place where hoops meet higher perspective. Y'all know each and every episode, come on, is brought to you by and powered by For Your Lens, a lifestyle brand encouraging dope people like you to live, move, and do all things with purpose and intention, just like this episode. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, get into the chat, okay, where chat is king, okay, because I love to communicate and engage with the chat. So hop into the chat, hit that like, hit that subscribe, okay, and we about to get started with today's episode. Welcome back, y'all. Cavs State of Mind show. Y'all already know what time it is. Oops, not that time. This time. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock p.m. EST. Again, we're going to be facing the Knickerbockers. Okay? Okay. Behind our star duo in Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Now, usually, as y'all know, that Christmas games usually hit a little different for us NBA fans. Typically, this is when the season officially starts for most viewers. Most viewers pull up to the NBA on Christmas Day and we kind of rock and vibe with them for the remainder of the season. Only really the diehard fans, right, watch basketball from the tip, to December. Since the introduction of the in-season Emirates tournament, um, that's when we have started to see more viewers at the beginning of the season. But usually most of us be chilling. We going, you know what I'm saying? I get at y'all when I get at y'all. But come Christmas Day, that's when you feel me? That's when the players come to play. Okay. And this is really the tip off of the real NBA season. Christmas afternoon, I'm sorry. So this game hits a little bit different. Plus, just to double the pressure, double the fun, um, it's in Madison Square Garden. It's in Madison Square Garden, the hardest place to play in the NBA. If it's not it's definitely top two, top three, and probably not two or three, if you see what I'm saying there. Knicks, they are sitting at the damn near the top of the East, right? We're going to talk about the Knicks. We're going to talk about the Cavs. We're going to break this game down. We're going to talk about how the standings matter, but this game matters more than the number 2 seed versus not even in the conversation right now. We're going to talk about the last 2 games from the Cavaliers, their offensive explosion. Does it matter? Do we think that we can sustain what we've seen these last 2 games? Are there still key holes in our offense even though our offense is clicking right now? Are there areas for improvement? We're going to talk about it. Got to talk about Donovan Mitchell versus Jalen Brunson. Y'all know it's going to be a show, right? If the Christmas dinner ain't ready by noon, that's okay. Get you some Popeyes or something. Get you some Hardee's. I don't know where y'all at. Get you something to just tie you over. Get you some chip and some dip. Come to the game at 12 o'clock. Donovan and Jalen will put on a show on this Christmas day. I guarantee it. We're going to talk about that and what we can expect to see. Last but not least, I got to close it out and give y'all my Naj keys to win tomorrow's matchup against the Knicks at 12 p.m. in New York at Madison Square Garden. Lord knows I'm already stressed about it. I need to have me a glass of apple juice. Okay, I can stay hydrated and things. Maybe a little glass of coconut water during the game. I'm going to be stressed. I'm letting y'all know right now. Help me. Help me out, y'all. Okay, bet. Let's go. Let's get into the episode. Let's talk about the Cavs' last few games here. And we're going to talk about the Knicks matchup. Okay. Let's talk about this first game against the Hornets. First game against the Hornets. Okay, first and foremost, looking at the team stats, okay? Obviously, we shot better than them, but what's key is looking at the shot attempts. They got more shot attempts, 7 more shot attempts. So you got to ask yourself, just being smart, just looking at numbers, because stats can, I don't want to say lie, but they can tell many stories. I will say that. So first and foremost, you're looking at the field goal percentage, 55% to 49%. Yes, we shot better than them, but when a team can still get to 49 and 50% from shooting, it's stats in this case is going to tell you that poor defense was played, because you want to keep teams low 40s. That's going to give you a better chance to win. 41, 42, 43 at best. Once they start to get to 44, 45, is now it's a tight matchup. If a team is scoring over that 47% or shooting over that 47%, usually you're going to put yourself in a bad predicament, a pickle. You're going to put yourself in a pickle, okay? We don't want that. But look at the shot attempts. We had 87 attempts to their 94 attempts, showing me out the gate we got beat somewhere, and that somewhere was on the glass. That somewhere was on the glass. Consistently for this Cavaliers team, we've always gotten beat on the glass this season. Doesn't make any sense, but over the last 2 games, at least especially yesterday game, and we've seen some games where we seem to be very aggressive with closing out a defensive possession and having intention on securing each available rebound. But with that, overall, we have not had that attention to detail this season with rebounding. As you can see, right in your face, we had 30 rebounds in a game. Excuse me? 30 rebounds in a game? That's crazy. And they had 44 rebounds. Those 44 rebounds was going to tell me that we also got beat on the offensive glass, which led to them having 7 more offensive shot attempts than us. Not going to work. That's not good defense, just from field goal percentage alone and rebounding. Boom, next level. Let's look at this 3-point percentage. Yeah, we've been shooting, right? Again, our offensive explosion recently, it has been reminiscent of the Cavaliers basketball that we love to watch and we love to cheer for. Okay. But the other half of that part is not also allowing them the same thing. We don't want it to be a shootout every game. And that's what it's been. It's been a shootout. And that's cool if you're a fan of Soulja Boy. You get the reference. But if you're not, okay, we need to get back down to the sound fundamentals. A few of obviously a few of the things that we struggle with is stopping the point of attack, or stopping at the point of attack. So, at the top of the key, we have struggled with not allowing penetration into our paint, which means what? Then they can do the same thing we want to do, you know, collapse the defense, kick it out. So if they are doing our game plan, what we should be executing, but they are doing that as well, it means that you kind of have a really balanced game, right? Nobody's really like outdoing anybody severely, right? Besides the rebounds, Lord knows these turnovers, but we actually did good. We This is what we average, around 13 turnovers a game. So that's on par, right? We shot perfectly from the field. Incredible. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Cavaliers team shoot perfectly from the field. If you come from LeBron era of Cavaliers fan, right? It was a lot of bad free throw shooters on that team, right? So then you go past, that's old LeBron. Then you go to the new LeBron era. It was couple little bad free throws on the shooters on the team, right? Iman Shumpert could make every last one of them. We had TT. So if we have a game with this iteration of the Cavs and we can shoot perfect from the field, shout out to us. Boom. Next, when you move forward and you look at the largest lead was 19. Yeah, I know my math and my calculations may not calculate everything perfectly every time, but if your largest lead is 19 and you only win by 7, that ain't that good. Okay? I ain't got to be a rocket scientist. I understand that. Just simple basic mathematics from there. What is that telling us? What do the Cavs suffer with all the time? We suffer with blowing leads, taking our foot off the pedal. This is not the first year, and this is not the first coach we've done this with, right? So it's something about this core group that we have, that we don't have that spark, that fire. Y'all know who my favorite player is. He all around my room. Kobe, right? Rest in peace, the GOAT, the God, all of that. He don't have something about this team don't have that. I want to slaughter y'all. I want to make sure every time you hear somebody utter my name, you shiver. I want to make sure anytime you pull up to Rocket Field, Mortgage House, whatever they call the arena, they change the arena's name every about 2-3 years. Like, what y'all doing? Y'all running from the feds or something? Stop changing your name. That's sidebar. But anytime somebody pull up to the crib and pull up to the house, pull up to the lake, pull up to the city, they should be cold even if it ain't December. Because why? Yo, they put that hurting on us last time. We got to pull up and we got to tighten up this time. We haven't applied that. We haven't done that yet, right? We haven't just obliterated somebody. Okay, yeah, we had some blowouts with Wizards and Charlotte, not this time, but in the past, and then the Pelicans most recently. But we gotta prove our macho, right? We gotta prove who we are against those, like, not tier B, tier C teams, tier A, the top gunners, the ones that if we ain't in it, who is in it? So if it ain't gonna be Cavs, then who will it be? Everybody and their mama is saying New York, and everybody also in their mama is surprised that the Cavs are not. We gonna talk about it later. We're gonna talk about it later because we're not even in the conversation right now, which is crazy. So look, I'm pulling up the Eastern Conference right now. Here we are. First of all, we're second in the Central Division, and we're second by far, right? We're 7.5 games behind the number one team in the East, which is Detroit. The Central, we usually run away with the Central Division. We usually, in most recent years, outside of Giannis, okay, because Giannis, anytime he get a healthy team and he healthy, usually they running it. But it's normally between us and Milwaukee. Chicago hasn't been a problem. Indiana was a surprise last year, but overall they haven't been a problem. Detroit has been steadily climbing, right? And this year is the breakout year for Detroit, and backed by Cade Cunningham and the boys. Detroit basketball. Shout out to them. Cleveland, Detroit. We brother sister city, so I can't really hate on them, right? I love Detroit, love the city. So, but respectfully though, this Cavs state of mind. This ain't Detroit state of mind. It's really shocking, and it blows my mind. Actually, it obliterates my mind. Okay, if you can think about a brain just exploding, that's me when I think of we are 7.5 games behind Detroit. Not a half a game. A half a game would mean, yeah, we winning and y'all winning too. Shout out to y'all. Not a game, not 3 or 4 games, because okay, yeah, our point guard was out a little bit, our center was out a little bit, now our power forward out a little bit. Defensive player of the year power forward too, not just no Indy old Joe Schmo. So that being said, it's like, all right, we could have been in the runners, but no. Our lack of attention to detail and just overall intensity and engagement actively for 48 minutes on the court every single game. You see how many layers I just went? That's what has hindered us, and that's what got us looking like buffoons. Got us looking like straight up goofies. Got us the laughing stock of the NBA. Now, yes, shout out to the last 2 games. Let's talk about the last one. Actually, let's go into the stats from this game, because it's good to know who led us, as always. Y'all know who we are always led by. Shout out to the captain. Shout out to the captain. Shout out to Don, Spider-Man. Okay. Super Spider over here. 10 of 18 from the field. Perfect from free throw. Scored 30 points, right? We can go into the full game breakdown, but we ain't going to talk too much about this game, because we're going to talk more about the Pelicans game. Dean Wade, shout out to Dean Wade, led the team in rebounds, 7 rebounds. That's, again, a problem, though. Nobody got double digits in rebounding. Well, that makes sense if the whole team only had 30 rebounds. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna win you no games. We barely. You thank God we shot 55% from 3. Thank God we shot 50% from the field. Okay, because we just outscored them, right? But Barley did it though. POP, hold me down. Barley outscored them by 7. The Hornets, led by Donovan. Donovan can outscore them by 7 his own self. Shout out to him. Anyway, also, return of the match. There he is. I see what you doing, my boy. You showing up and you showing out, okay? Against the Pelicans, you took a little step back. That's cool, because you was probably a little bit tired, probably a little bit winded. You know what I mean? That's cool. Back to back. Cool, whatever. It is what it is. Ain't nobody tripping on that. But what you have been doing, though, is leading the troops. And I always say the engine can run without Darius, right? It can go. The car can go, but it ain't going far. And it's putting. You ever been in the car that it just can't? You pressing on the gas and you're like, damn, this car's slow as fuck. Like that. I'm trying to get to the light. I'm trying to get in the next lane. You ever drove your grandmother car or whatever? Like, you just she's trying. Grandma don't need to be driving that fast, no way. But when you in her, without Darius, it feel like we driving our grandma car. Respectfully, shout out to your grams. Now your grams might have some fly shit though. Now if she do, really shout out to her. Merry Christmas. Okay. But for everybody else who grandma just, had something clean, kept it clean though, kept it clean. You feel me? Got the Bible in the back. Shout out to y'all. Them type of cars them grandma had. That's when Darius ain't on the court, or if he on the court and he ain't really playing him. It's like, we going, but it's gonna take us some time, y'all. We ain't don't rush us. But Darius been out here balling. And we knew that it was going to take some time for him to get back into the flow and the swing of things. Us fans, we want what we want when we want it. We want this to work right now. I ain't got no more time. Us Cavs fans, we've been waiting on some things, right? It's been since 2016. It's about to be another 10 years in a minute. Now we thirsty. Now it took us 50 years to get the first one. I don't intend on waiting 50 more. I'm not going to do it. And so we thirsty, right? We not thirsty where we like, doing wild, but we really want our team to be successful now. We want our team to be the Eastern Conference champions now, not tomorrow, not next year, not 2-3 years. No, right now. We can't do that. I've been saying this since the beginning of DG10. Shout out to 10, man. Shout out to everybody that jersey number is 10. I just got a special love for y'all. But I've been saying it though. For us to be, they keep saying for us to be what we need to be, then Evan Mobley has to take the next step. Ain't that what everybody's saying? For us to be what we need to be, Evan Mobley. It's on Evan Mobley's back. And I beg to differ. I'm telling the world this though. For us to be what we need to be, this man right here, he's got to give us 10 assists a game. And I ain't trying to hear nothing less than that. 7 assists a game ain't gonna get it. I know for a fact Darius Garland can average 16 and 10. And with that, he's gonna have games where he goes off for 30. We know he can go off for 40. He might drop a 50 around April. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. But for us to be consistently scary, I'm talking about, watch it. DG got to give us 10 assists a game. Plus, we still ain't seen, I keep saying, we still ain't seen one of them 20 assist outings yet. Why not, though? Trae Young then gave us several. What we doing? Y'all about the same size. Y'all play the same type of style. Real fancy with the dribble, with the handle. Trae Young may be a little bit more loose, right? I don't think he may not be as shifty as Darius Garland, but he mad fast. I mean, and you can't deny incredible handles. Plus, he got to step back in the jumper and all that. But if he can give you 20 plus assists a game, not every game, but in a game, in 2 games, in multiple games in a 82 game season, I'm gonna need DG. He got to start picking up and focusing on ensuring that he's creating easy shots. That's why Trae Young can average high assists. Darius Garland still hasn't finished the season in in top 5 in assists. How, Sway? When this team is built around shooters, we got shooters everywhere. Hell, Jared Allen just made a 3 yesterday. What? So, what are we doing? I'm confused. So, DG, I'm going to need you, my boy. Listen up. Darius Garland, I'm going to need you, my boy, to step it up on the assists. 7 assists? No. Got to be 10, 11 assists a game. This team is built for it. Hey, you should be able to get 4 or 5 assists off Donovan alone. Then you incorporate the bigs. That's another 3-4 assists between dish passes, oops, the little sneaky stuff that he be doing. So if he focuses on it though, what goals are you setting at the top of the season, prior to the season, when you start working out off season, when you rehabbing, working out whatever you got going on, when you getting your mind right, getting your body right, getting your spirit right? What are your personal goals about your game though? And that's the Mamba mentality, though, because every season you saw something different in his game, something a little bit better. It's improved, or he's added something. Darius Garland, I need you to improve somewhere. And scoring is cool. You can always score. But I need you to improve with initiating the offense at a higher efficiency and I don't want to say eliminating the damn turnovers, but reducing them turnovers, bro. I don't need my point guard to look at this. Every single game, he's averaging 3 turnovers a game for his career on barely 7 assists. That's not elite point guard play. elite point guard played. If you're gonna be turning the ball over 3 times, I need double digits assists if you got 3 turnovers, for sure. A lot of these turnovers just come from him getting too far in the paint and trying to make something happen, or simply trying to make something happen. Again, he's a Cleveland Cavalier. He's one of 2, maybe 3 solid ball handlers we have on this team. So turnovers can come just from you trying to create and just trying to jug. I get that, understandable. But now, if those kind of I'm trying to make it happen turnovers continue to happen consistently as they have been for his career, okay, then the assists need to improve as well. So I'm a need 9-10 assists a game. Like if he's averaging 9.7 or so assists a game, that's great. But under 7 assists and you got 3 turnovers and you shooting 40%, but that's gonna improve. I can't hold him to that. We know that DG's shooting percentage is definitely gonna improve from 3 and from the field in general. We can see the last 2 games. Last 2 games he been cooking. So, you know, it's important to recognize that there's still opportunities there, not just for him to heal, you know what I mean? Because once he gets fully healthy, he's going to play better anyway. But just opportunities for his game to then develop even more. I mean, he's still young. So, he's only 25. You know what I mean? He's only 25. As he matures, he'll understand how to take better control of the game. And I think that if he had like a mentor like a Rondo or a Steve Nash or, them were 2 of my faves. So if he had, some mentors like that to say, "Hey man," even somebody like a Westbrook, you know what I mean? For all the shade Westbrook get, if I was a point guard, I'd be in his DMs respectfully. "Hey, Westbrook, can we work out together? Can you be my mentor?" Okay? Because that level of tenacity, not just taking care of his body and showing up, but that just tenacity on the court, it can rub off on you. Okay, especially when somebody in your ear. We hear how Giannis talks about Kobe in such adoration and appreciation for just him being relentless with pouring into Giannis, right? Relentless with just giving him all the game, everything he could think of. Okay, I'm gonna put, hey, yo, when you hear, boom, do that. When you get in a double, okay, do that. Boom, this how you control your locker room. This how you garner respect. Da 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 da. On top of when I say, hey, you got an MVP, yeah, that's cool. Give me another one. You feel me? We never satisfied. Always challenging ourselves. That's what I wanted. That level of intensity is what I want to see from Darius Garland. And I think this is a good opportunity for him to prove that going into the next game. I really do. Speaking of going into the next game, it's about these 2 guys, Darius and Donovan, right? Donovan Mitchell versus Jalen Brunson. Donovan Mitchell versus okay. So Jalen Brunson is a very interesting guy. Um, I think Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell are a lot alike in the fact that they are very, very good, right? But they still so mad low key. They just come to work, they do their job, they clock out. You feel me? They come to work, they do their job, they got their charity things going on, they be in the community, and then you know what I'm saying? But they don't really be they be out the way. I love that about them. But tomorrow's matchup, Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, is going to be interested to see again how these 2 guys show up to the party. Jalen Brunson is leading this team. And he's led this team in multiple areas that don't even show up on the stat sheet. But for stats alone, he's top 10 in scoring, 6th, right? He's scoring 29 points a game. giving them 3.4 rebounds a game, 6.6 assists, and shooting 48% from the field. If we drill down these stats a little bit more, and let's look at the 3-point shooting, he's shooting 38% from 3, 82% from free throw. He's given up 1.8 turnovers a game, right? Okay. 2.2 turnovers a game. Sorry, my bad. That's career. 2.2 turnovers a game. Okay. Jalen Brunson, somebody in the chat asked me last game. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody who pull up in the chat. I'm going to have some questions for y'all here shortly, too. Jalen, somebody asked me about the Knicks. They said, who do you fear more, in the playoffs? What team do you fear most in the playoffs? So I say flat out shit. I fear all the teams at this point. The Cavs ain't really playing like nothing. So, everybody should be scary. We shouldn't take nobody lightly. Bet. Then he asked me about the Knicks. Do the Knicks scare you in the playoffs? I said, the Knicks don't scare me. Jalen Brunson scares the shit out of me, though. Literally. Oh. Jalen Brunson is so dangerous and has the heart of a lion. When you take that fire and they're at home, when you take this Jalen Brunson fire and they're at home and they're going to have a crowd and it's Christmas and they've already beaten the Cavs and we haven't played well this season, and they know that we are thirsty and eager to win this game, Jalen Brunson is going to put on a show. I'm listen, if y'all got some parlays, go ahead, put the parlay on JB. He gonna put on a show. I know he is. Christmas, Cavs, home game, show. Gonna put on a show. That being said, how do we answer that? How do we answer and counter the blow we know is coming with Jalen Brunson? We have to do it with Donovan Mitchell. It's only one way. They have to balance each other out. They have to. It's only one way. Why? Why, Sway? Because JB is, if he's averaging 29, what you think he gonna give us on Christmas at Madison? First of all, most of the stars go off on Christmas. Period. Because again, Christmas Day is really the tip off of the NBA season. The stars normally come out to play. That being said, what do y'all think the biggest star in New York gonna do tomorrow? Come out to play. We need our biggest star. This is not a request. This is the demand. We need our biggest star, Donovan Mitchell. Hey, Don. How you doing? Show up tomorrow, okay? All right. He said he gonna show up, so I'm not worried about it. And again, Donovan loves playing in New York. That's his home, baby. Shit, I thought when he was in Utah that Donovan was gonna go to New York. I mean, didn't everybody think that? Didn't everybody think it was gonna be another kind of small backcourt with Donovan and Jalen, but powerful backcourt, but a little bit short still. And when he landed in Cleveland, I said, "Oh wow, that's surprising." Well, welcome home. Okay, welcome to the land, baby. But I need that Donovan Mitchell. That when when you see him and when he do that little, like, I can't believe these motherfuckers really think they can when he really in his bag and he feels away, and when he feel away, like, I can't believe they think that I'm not him. Like, what more I gotta do? Do I gotta step back? How many more people I gotta dunk on? How many more spin layups? And Donovan, put on the show, because you just said you would. Now, don't let the people down on Cal State of Mind. You hear me? Don't let us down. Donovan gonna put on the show. I'm not worried about it. Now, it's about the rest of the team. It's about the rest of the team. Let's talk about it. The matchup predictor says this. Okay, it says the Cavs are going to lose and probably get obliterated. When it's looking like 64% of ESPN analytics of Las Vegas is saying 64%, it looked like they're gonna win by double digits. That's what Vegas is saying. That's what ESPN analytics are saying, right? It's a home game. It's Christmas. It's Madison Square Garden, led by Jalen Brunson, Heart of a Lion. If I was not a Cavs fan, I would say the same thing. Plus, the Cavs haven't played well. Look at me about to take my eye out with my own hat. That's okay. It's at least it's a Cavs hat. At least I'm gonna take myself out with a Cavs hat. Okay. The last few games from the Cavs have not looked good. I mean, the last 2 games have looked great. But overall, this season has looked poor. And poor is being quite nice. Again, I said last episode, our Cavaliers have been very festive with the season. We know what festive is. You know why I say festive? Look at what we're doing. Red, green. We got these last 2. Okay, that's cool. 2 wins, 3 losses, 1 win, loss, like they decorating a tree, right? Look like Christmas lights, right? That's why I got the lights in the background. Red, okay, green, okay. That's why I got that, because that's what we've been doing. We want to see a lot more green, very heavy on the St. Patty's Day vibe. That's what we trying to see. Get this red, you okay? Get that out of there. That's not a good look for us. It doesn't bode well. Okay. That being said, our matchup tomorrow. What y'all think? How y'all got tomorrow? What y'all think? Let's get into that. Now it's time to get active in the chat. Perfect time. Is this a statement game tomorrow or just another test? Statement or test? What y'all got? I'm going to tell y'all right now. This is a statement game for me. Yeah, cuz we got a lot of things to say. We need to be saying a lot of things to the people tomorrow. Okay? Shout out to Miss D. Welcome back to Cavs State of Mind. Do like Miss D did and hop into the chat and get active, okay, and engage so we can talk about this Cavs versus Knicks pregame. And y'all let me know who y'all got. There are a plethora of games on Christmas morning, right? Or Christmas Day, right? So we can kind of look at the schedule and go ahead and do our predictions as well closer to the end. But for sure, like, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Miss D. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody who's pulling up. You heard? So this game, is it a statement game? Yeah, for me, it's a statement game. Definitely a statement game for me. The Cavs need to do. It's not just play better. It's not just shooting better. We have fundamental flaws in our defense right now. Fundamental flaws. And just in fundamentals alone, we tend to not execute consistently. And that's the problem. The problem is there are multiple problems, but one of the biggest problems is our fundamentals is just who that? You ever heard of fundamental? No. What's that? Hey, you don't know my boy Fundamental? No, I never heard of him. Shit, I've been went to school with my boy Fundamental. Like, they don't even know who that is though. That's crazy to me. Shout out to Miss D. It has to be a statement game to see if the Cavs can get going against a good team. Correct. It doesn't matter. Yes, we beat the Charlotte Hornets by 7. Yes, we spanked the Pelicans. Yes, we spanked the Wizards. Okay. We lost to some teams that we should have never lost to, right? So, how do we show up against teams that matter? Are we going to lay an egg like it's Easter? Okay. Or we going to drop off and get the fans a W and give us a gift on Christmas? Well, I mean, what we doing? Obviously, Jalen Brunson getting you 29 points. Donovan Mitchell, if they do what they normally do, they should cancel out, right? We don't have Mobley. So now We gonna need a whole lot of Jared Allen and a whole lot of Thomas Bryant to figure out what to do with Carl Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, and all the talent they got over there. Okay. Mitchell Robinson healthy right now? I don't know. He be in and out the lineup. I don't know, but I ain't see him on the roster. I mean, on the injury report. We'll look at it. The Cavs injury report is sad. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know the injury report is sad. Where is that? There we go. It's ugly. Look at this. Look at this. No Mobley, no Nance, no Strus. I mean, it's better than this looked probably all season, but it's the names that matter. Mobley, gone. Not there. Okay? Not there. Ah, of all the games, because this last 6 games we had was supposed to be pretty damn easy games. We made all of the 6 games difficult, besides the Pelican game. We made every last game difficult. Okay? So we don't really have no comfort zone, no stride. At least we won 2, but we didn't really win them how we didn't win them with that flair though. The Charlotte game was a struggle. The Pelicans game we got a little bit better, but we still had significant holes. Now we going into Madison Square Garden against the Knicks, number 2 in the East, at home for them. And we don't have our defensive player of the year. I mean, the people that they don't have, McBride is a blow for them for sure. But he might be they say he out illness, but we'll see. He probably will play tomorrow. Illness. Boy, I'm playing on Christmas. What are you talking about? Even if I'm playing on Christmas, just so I can wear my Christmas Day kicks. I've been playing this all season long. What you mean? I'm suiting up and put my shit on. Hello? Shaman he ain't there. He ain't back till January. McBride ain't back to January. So the injury report actually, you know, it's in their favor still. Without Mobley in this game against Towns, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's look at the rest of. No, I didn't mean to do that. Let's look at Knicks roster real quick, because I want to see their bigs. So look at their depth chart. Okay, they got Karl Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, obviously, and Gershon Yubasali, I believe that's his last name. How you pronounce that? If I'm not right, correct me. My bad. But he's day to day, so I'm sure he's gonna play Christmas game again. He's gonna have to wear shoes. Yeah. So not having Mobley in a game like this is a significant blow to us. I'm interested to see how we. I'm interested to see if we allow Karl Anthony Towns to get on the board and get off to a fast start. That's the key right there. Shout out to Psych Lee. Shout out to Psych Lee. What up, Cavs Nation? What up, Cavs Nation? This Cavs state of mind, baby. Keep it Cavs, keep it Cavaliers, keep it all Cleveland all the time. You heard? We talk about these other teams with respect, but we don't rock with them for real, for real. Respectfully, though. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Welcome. So the depth chart for them is let's compare it to ours. Let's compare it to ours to the bigs. Okay, so let's look at it because it don't look good. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Again, that's Jared Allen and Thomas Bryant have to avoid getting in foul trouble. Both of them, because Karl Anthony Towns with his flailing arms can definitely get you in foul trouble. He plays with Jalen Brunson, who can get any guard in foul trouble. So Karl Anthony Towns, he doing the same thing for the bigs, right? So you gotta be smart. Hands up, don't reach. Number one, backup big. Gotta be smart, because if either one of our bigs get in foul trouble, especially foul trouble early, that means you got the likes of Dean Wade and maybe Naquan Tomlin checking Karl Anthony Towns. You know what I smell? barbecue chicken. If that happens, that's the last thing we need. Jalen flopping Brunson. I'm trying to tell you, him and Cat, they know how to do that. They look like the car dealership man. We gotta sell. They definitely do that. I ain't mad at it. I mean, I guess I am. They do this tomorrow, I'm gonna be mad. And don't get me mad on Christmas. Y'all might win tomorrow. It's not a guaranteed win for my Knicks. I mean, it's definitely not. Not in the NBA. It's definitely not. Definitely not a guaranteed win. That's why I said, like, at the top of the episode, that the standings, this game matters more than just what the standings suggest, right? Yes, the Knicks are number 2 in the East. Yes, right? But what does that really mean? That kind of also mean that the rest of the league ain't, or rest of the East, not the league. Okay, cuz the West over there, they cooking with grease. But the a lot of teams in the East are failing. They it's just like that. They just are failing. They are underwhelming right now. They're not playing their part. They're not doing what most teams, or what most analysts or just fans thought they would do. I mean, we look at Magic. We knew that Indiana was going to be, down bad. Um, I'm just, oh, Hornets are terrible every year. Brooklyn bad. I'm just looking at the rest. Miami, I thought that they would be better. I know they had some injuries and some missing pieces, especially to start the season. But just overall, I thought the East, especially Magic, man, I thought they would be more of a problem. Atlanta. But again, they didn't have Trae Young. So maybe everybody in the East was starting a little bit slow because everybody is dealing with some shit. For real, for real. Got a lot of I told you, hold on, so forget what I'm saying. Shout out to Mr. Lee over here. I said, didn't I say Donovan going off tomorrow? Okay. He going off tomorrow. Pull up. Get your libation. Or get your vice. Okay. Get your popcorn. Get your chip and dip. Get your tacos. Oh, it's Christmas, so y'all probably eating a good meal. Whatever you gonna do, get that. It's gonna be a show. And you know what? I think Brunson gonna match it. I think Brunson and Donovan are going to go off. I think so. I think so. They both can go for 50. Please let that happen. If they both go for 40 pieces, oh Lord, that's gonna be a wonderful Christmas gift for me. Just seeing them two go crazy. Now, if anybody else for the Cavaliers decide, you know what, Don, hold on. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in the air. I'm gonna go ahead and back that thing up and match yours. I'm gonna meet you halfway though. I'm gonna split the difference. Whatever Donovan get, he need 2 more people on the team to split the difference. Now, last night we had 9 people. Excuse me, y'all. Last night we had 9 people score double digits. We ain't even talk about that game yet. Hold on. Let's go back and talk about it real quick. Not too much, not too much. Because I don't really care about the Pelicans that much. So we ain't gonna talk about it too much. We had 9 people. Do y'all know what that means? 9 people. They say it hadn't happened since 1999. And if it is 1999, then that would be crazy. 9 people, 1999, that's crazy. But if it's not, then I just messed my 90s up. That happens. Players F up. It is what it is. Y'all get over it. Y'all get over it. Listen, let's look at the stats. This is Dean Wade, 11 points. Jarrett Allen, 14 points. Mitchell, 27 points. Sam Merrill. Welcome back, Sam Merrill. Boy, we missed you. Missed the buzz cut. Missed it all. Missed that wholesome white boy drip. Love it. Keep going, buddy. I love it when you shoot like that, pal. I really do. Sam Merrill, 22 points. DG, 10 points. That's okay. You know what I mean? He still shot good from the field, though. 4 from 9, I'll take that. But he gave us 8 assists. That's what we like to see. That's what we need to see. I need 16 and 10 every night. 30-point games, those cool. 27-point games, that's cool. 10 assists, though. That's where the money at. That's where the money at. Y'all know I'm crazy a little bit. Y'all know I'm crazy a little bit. A little bit. Not too much, not too much. Gotta make it. Gotta still play nice. Then look at our bench production. DeAndre Hunter, boy. Now the shooting out wasn't that great, 0 for 4, okay, but he's still coming off a great game. And this is a back-to-back, so I'm not mad. But I like the aggressiveness. We've had games where he didn't take even 5 shots. So let alone making 5. Shout out to him though. Double-digit points. Thomas Bryant, we gonna need you, buddy. Oh, tomorrow, we're gonna need you. Every minute you play, better make it count. Better make it count. 15 points yesterday. Jalen Tyson, what a hell of a bounce back game, right? Didn't play that well against Charlotte. Didn't shoot that well against Charlotte. Okay, but now what? 8 for 13, 18 points. Come on, and back that thing up with 6 rebounds. What we doing? Craig Porter Jr. It makes me want to bang a gavel. Bang a gavel out. I keep saying, why Craig Porter Jr. ain't getting at least 20 minutes a game? He's that valuable. I know his minutes get cut when Lonzo Ball is healthy, but I'm trying to tell y'all, for his production alone, you don't need Proctor. Respectfully. Hell, we ain't see Jalen Tyson in the rotation last year. Why Proctor in the rotation? Sit down, youngster. Sit down, Rook. Pay attention. Craig Porter Jr. deserves to be getting 20 plus minutes a game. And if that means you got to cut Proctor's minutes, cut them. When you can give me 50% shooting from the field, 12 points, okay? 2 for 4 from 3, 8 rebounds, 8 assists off the bench. This is better production than what Ty Jerome was giving us. Are y'all bugging? 12 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and he's a better defender than Ty Jerome, that is. The verdict's out between who's a better defender, him or Lonzo Ball. But stats would suggest that Craig Porter Jr.'s defense is better than Lonzo Ball's. Ms. D said Porter okay. I mean, I feel like if he get more minutes, man, the people will see, oh, hold on, young blood. Oh, young blood, light skin over there, all right. When you the OG. The little light skinned pretty boys with the little curly afro, you be like, man, boy, ain't she, you about smoking. Then you be like, oh, hold on, light skin, hey, he out there. Then he's solid, he's smart, right? Makes good decisions most times. Sometimes he get a little sporadic. That's okay, but I like his speed. I like his tempo. I like his poise. I like his character on the court. High morale, right? Always collected. Love that about him. I just need him to be a little bit more aggressive. But it's kind of hard when sometimes you get the minutes, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you know what I mean? When they really need you, they on your line. Hey, big head. Everybody healthy. Oh, you. Nah, boy, he earned it. He's earned it. So shout out to Craig Porter Jr. But overall, look at the team. Look at the team effort and the output collectively. 53% from the field, 41% from 3. Okay. And then 82% from the free throw line. And prior game, we were 19 for 19 from the free throw line, right? We didn't shoot that many times, 9 for 11. But I take missing, 18% of your free throws. I'm cool. Just get us averaging 80%. That shouldn't be hard. Y'all multi-million-dollar go to the base. Miss free throws in practice, baseline. Every game, before games, after games, you should be taking 50 to 100 free throws, just to make sure that the rhythm is, just to make sure it's smooth. Just to make sure the form, elbow tuck, eyes. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get comfortable with it. Understand that the more we get into the paint, the more we are going to force them to foul us. Be ready for the foul. And then be focused on converting. Be focused on converting at high clips. You can be a good shooting team when you average great possessions and go to the line. Get to the line. They be talking about Shea. They be talking about Jalen. We talking about the Knicks, right? We talking about the Knicks. They said free throw merchant. Free throw merchant. Why you mad? That's my thing. Why you mad? Get yourself to the line. Huh? How you doing? Last time I thought, when I checked, I said, y'all remember that player D Wade? He loved getting to the line. D Rose, he loved getting to the line. The difference is they make the game smarter, slow the game down, control the tempo, get people in foul trouble. And the flopping sometimes, all that get corny as hell too. I don't like no flopping, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if they get fined for the flop, I'm cool. You'll learn every time you get hit with that 25 G. You lost shit. I ain't worth it all. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm just gonna have to play defense. Okay. Miss D says she glad to see Lonzo doing good. His plus minus pretty bad. He shoot pretty bad. Um, he plays good defense, but he just shoot. Lonzo shoots so. He's so consistently poor that most teams don't have to even run out to contest his three, right? And for the life of me, for him not to be such a great 3-point shooter, he really never has been. He had, I think, one season with the Pelicans where he shot decent. It was okay. However, he shoots so fast for him not to be a good shooter. It's like, why don't you just take more time in your now? He's perfected, well, not perfected because he still ain't a good shooter, but he's improved his form over the years. That alone should help his shot. So the only thing that I'm seeing is that you rushing it. It's too fast. Slow it down. Slow it down. You speed up your shot once you first get you a good shot. Get you a shot that is going in. Y'all remember Joe Johnson? Slow Joe? Slow Joe wasn't that fast, right? Sometimes you remember Paul Pierce? Sometimes it take him a little minute create his shot. His moves wasn't fast, but they were calculated. They were smart. And when he got the shot up, even if it wasn't that fast, he iced it most times. Iced it. Don't let him be open. Over with. You count that one in. That's over. You feel me? You have to be an elite shooter to have a fast jump shot. Steph, Ray, Clay. You feel me? You gotta be like when you remember Joe Harris from Brooklyn Nets back in the day. Well, it wasn't that long ago, but quick jump shot. Quick. You feel me? Lonzo, you need to slow that thing down so you can increase that efficiency. Yep, he took his time, Joe Jackson, but he had a smooth stroke. Hey, pause. Hey, look, slow and steady wins the race. You can try to be Steph all you want to, but it's only one step. Everybody can't chill out. Be Lonzo, right? So shout out to Lonzo. I mean, he hasn't done what he still isn't as good as I thought he would be. Especially with the minutes he gets. And he's still on restriction, so he's still playing like every other game type shit. I thought he would be better. But maybe that's my hopes too high. I don't know. So, Cavs versus Knicks, y'all let me know who y'all got, please. Y'all get in the chat, let me know who y'all got. So with the Cavs, and we looking at the Knicks, and I tell y'all, I asked y'all, or the people asked me last episode, am I scared of Knicks? I said, no, I'm not scared of Knicks, but I'm scared of Jalen Brunson and what he can do alone, right? So on this roster, y'all tell me, what scares you most about this Knicks matchup? And who scares you most? If it's not Jalen Brunson, who on this Knicks roster will scare you most? Okay. I already told y'all, Jalen Brunson, he's the end all be all for me on this team. Like, they go as far as he takes them. Okay. Shout out to JTTV Podcast. Do what she said. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, get into the live chat. And if you on the replay gang, shout out to y'all. Get into the comment and voice your opinion, man. It's always welcome and always much appreciated. Don't know. It could be high scoring. Cavs have a chance. I think it'll be a high score game. I feel like with the Christmas Day lineup in general. Let me pull up the graphic real quick. Uh, Christmas Day games NBA. So let's see. Cavs Knicks 12 o'clock. Spurs Thunder 2:30. Lord knows that's gonna be a good one. Mavs Warriors. Um, that should be a good one too. Actually, Mavs and Warriors should be good. Even though both of their records, they kind of been kind of like, Mavs and Warriors this season, they just having injuries and this, that, and the third. But Cooper Flag and AD had a hell of a outing a couple nights ago. Y'all know Steph been cooking. So if Jimmy Butler put on like an old Jimmy Butler show, like not we ain't talking about Jimmy from Chicago, but Jimmy from like just a couple years ago in Miami, right? If he put on one of them type of dominating, controlling, just we gonna slow this game down. I'm gonna play smarter than you. I'm gonna be a little bit more stronger and more aggressive. If they play that style and Steph put on his normal Christmas Day show, I think that can be a good game. More than likely, obviously, the Rockets, just Durant and Luca alone is going to be a show. So that's going to be a good game. Okay. LeBron, Christmas, that's a movie in itself. I'm sure LeBron probably going to give us a 25, 8, and 9, something like that. Boom. That's going to be a good game. Then this is going to be Timberwolves and Nuggets. Outside of the Spurs and Thunder, one or two of these games will probably be game of the day. Game of the day. Right. Cavs versus Knicks. I think the Cavs do have a chance. I think it will be a high scoring game. I just need the Cavs. I got some Naja's keys to win. I need the Cavs to play like they care. I wanted to say some choice words, but it's Christmas, so I'm trying to refrain. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be nice because y'all might be with your families. But I need the Cavs to play like they give a. It's Christmas. Act like you got some toys. Like you got what you really, really wanted. And then come out and give that same energy to the fans because we need a good win against a great team. We do. We do. I'm so sick and tired of patting y'all on the back because y'all beat a team y'all supposed to beat. You know what I used to say? My mom used to tell me when I was geeky. I always talk about my mom and them, right? My mom and them, because family. Gotta talk about your family. I used to talk about, look, my mom used to tell me when I was a kid. I used to be like, Mom, I got an A. Don't I get some money? She used to look at me like, you think I'm supposed to give you some money because you got an A? And I'm thinking like, hell yeah, all my other friends they be having money in their pocket because they said they mama gave them a couple dollars because they had a good report card. I think I'm going to take the hustle back to my mama like, shit, you got your couple dollars. So I'm running back like, hey, I hear word out on the street is you can get paid for having a good report card. She said, oh, I'm supposed to give you some money for doing what you supposed to do? Don't I send you to school to come back and get with A's? I don't send you to school to get C's. These, no, I send you to school to get A's. So when you come back with A's, I said, okay, yeah, you did what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to get no reward for Cavs. Just play like you care. If you play like you love basketball, y'all know hashtag ball is life. Because the fans watch it like we love it. We be about to stroke out. Shout out to all the NBA fans. Shout out to all the NFL fans because I know y'all this NFL season really been crazy. I know all of y'all lost parlays. I hope y'all ain't been betting too much and doing too much stuff, being too risque. But this season has been traumatic for the Cavs fans. And we have been, watching these games or some of these games or some of these quarters. I don't know, because I've been, you know, I've been looking at the scores on the ESPN. I ain't gonna hold you. If I see we up by 10 and it's the second quarter, I get at y'all. We ain't gonna have that lead in the fourth quarter. I already know. Then I pull up fourth quarter, see what it is, and I watch the last 5-6 minutes of the game. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. But now, if we're actually getting into the Cavs state of mind, playing Cavaliers basketball on Christmas afternoon, 12 o'clock noon, y'all. 12 o'clock noon, y'all. If we pull up and play Cavaliers basketball, we can win this game. We can win this game. What does Cavaliers basketball look like, y'all? What does Cavaliers basketball look like to y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all what it looked like to me. I'm gonna tell y'all what it looked like to me. Not just keys to win. Cavaliers basketball looks like this. We are creating space. We are creating space with intention. I told y'all over here on Beyond the Lens TV, Free Your Lens, okay? Cavs State of Mind. We do everything with purpose and intention. As a Cavs player, they have to create space with intention. What is the game plan? What are we trying to do? Are we can't just keep going into the paint without an idea outside of drive and kick. Okay, base, that's basic. Kick where? Kick who? What's the locale of these people? If the kick is not there because that's what everybody in the NBA is doing, then what? Then when you go into the paint, what are your options? Is there motion on the floor, or is it just the person that's moving is the person who's dribbling the ball? So we have to create space with intention using multiple screens, not just on ball screens, off ball screens, backdoor screens. They are going to be aggressive defensively. We know that. They are going to be physical defensively. We know that. The advantage to us is two of their key guards, especially as far as their depth, are not going to be playing in Shamet and McBride. That bodes well for us because Sam is back. We have Craig Porter. We don't have Lonzo, but that's okay. I ain't gonna say it like that, but whatever. Right? On top of we got DG. So we got you know what I mean? So we have our guards, right? Not to even include our starters. But we got enough depth right now with the reemergence and welcome back Sam Merrill. We got the edge there. But they got the edge in bigs. Now, even though our depth chart is 2 and 2, right? They got 2 bigs, we got 2 bigs. They got a better 2 though. They got a better 2. Cat alone is a better big than both ours put together. Then J.A. and Thomas Bryant put together. Now they are different bigs, obviously, you know. Cat is a well-rounded big. Right? As far as offensively and defensively, J.A. is solid offensively, right? But you gotta create it for him. Okay. He's a defensive guy. He's the hustle guy. He does the intangibles. We know that. But behind Jared Allen tomorrow, he can help us dominate the paint. And we need J.A. to have a 20-piece. We need Jared Allen to have a 20-piece. And Jared Allen should be able to get a 20-piece. You know why? Because Karl Anthony Towns can get in foul trouble as well. How can we get Karl Anthony in foul trouble? Guards get into the paint. Guards. Apply pressure. Get into the middle of the court. The center of the paint. Dominate it. Meanwhile, if we dominate the paint offensively, we can then in turn use that energy and dominate it defensively as well. But the paint is key tomorrow. It really is. I'm assuming both teams gonna shoot well tomorrow. Both teams gonna have good energy tomorrow. I know it. So how do we eliminate that energy, their energy, from controlling the game? 2 things. Easy buckets, gotta go. We love to let the people go into the paint, layups, straight line drives, fast breaks, have what you want. Have what you want. We just gonna outscore you. Can't have that mentality tomorrow. Can't have that mentality tomorrow. If we want to play, if we wanted to have a track meet with the Knicks tomorrow, yeah, we might be quicker in possessions, but if we can't stop them, because if it goes to a half court offense, they have the advantage. They have the advantage. So we can't give them the easy things. Jalen Brunson in the half court, come on. Cat, he can score. He a 3-level scorer too. And we don't have the same type of big that can counter Cat's offense, right? We have to do ours in a collective of bigs. We need J.A. to be aggressive. He need to give us anywhere over 15 is a great game for JA. 15 and 10, JA. Thomas Bryant need the same thing from you off the bench. And if we can get 15 and 10 from JA, 12 and 9 from Thomas Bryant, Dean Wade gives us 12 and 7, right? Naquan Tomlin come in, get some minutes. He give us 5 boards off the bench, couple of little putback points, 6 and 5, something like that. We got to dominate the paint, right? Our guards going to do the best we can do to make sure that they're shooting efficiently from the 3, right? We shooting somewhere around 40%. It's going to be a long night for New York. 40% from 3, it's going to be a long night from New York. We just shot 51. Then we shot 55. So, right? But they got great defenders on the wing. They got OG, right? So they got McHale. They got long defenders that can switch and move, and doesn't matter if they're undersized, they can still hold their own. So we got to take it up another level. Tomorrow's matchup is got to show the people that the Cavs really did turn the corner. We really did do that, and we really are like that. And don't let this slow start fool y'all. That's what we got to prove tomorrow. Eliminate the easy baskets and fast breaks. Win the hustle game. Oftentimes we get beat. We get beat to the ball on the floor. We get beat to the rebound. We can't do that. We can't get beat. We got to be 2 steps ahead tomorrow. And it's not to make them seem like they are the big bad New York Knickerbockers. No. But it's Madison Square Garden. And that's the problem. It's not that it's the Knicks. It's Madison Square Garden. So we got to play aggressive. All 48 minutes, y'all. Aggressive. Play like we care. Play like we love the game. Play like we got our favorite gift this morning. Okay? Give us fans a Christmas gift tomorrow. Whether you celebrate or not, we all need some gifts. Okay? Shout out to y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Go Cavs. Shout out to NBA basketball. Christmas Day. It's going to be a great day of basketball. I'm excited. Excited to see the alien. You feel me? Excited to see Wemby put on a show. And it's going to be a great game. They should try to run and get some easy. But I'm trying to tell you. I don't know, something choking my throat all of a sudden. I don't know. Cavs got to make it easy. If we make this game hard, it's going to be a long night. So we got to be smart. Okay? Gotta play team basketball, not hero basketball. Shout out to Super Spider Donovan. But hero ball won't win us this game. And he gonna go off tomorrow. Better know that. Brunson going off tomorrow. Better know that. Team basketball will win us this game. So just like against the Pelicans, we had 10 people with 9. We had 9 people scoring 10 points, double digits. We need that tomorrow. So everybody from Craig Porter Jr., Thomas Bryant, Naquan Tomlin, Dean Wade, Tyrese Proctor, if you get in the game. You hear me? Everybody. Show up and show out. It's Christmas Day. Not too long ago, us Cavs fans weren't getting no games on Christmas. We watching everybody else. Y'all remember it used to always be New York and Boston? Every freaking Christmas, New York Knicks and Boston Celtics every year. So to have a Christmas game without LeBron, to have a Christmas game, and it was penciled down early, I'm saying, when to make the schedule. If it was based on how we played to start this year, we wouldn't have had no Christmas game. So the stars gotta shine bright tomorrow. Speaking of, our Jared Allen always say the stars shine too bright for him in New York. So tomorrow, above any other game he's ever played, he needs to prove us wrong. That you're not scared to play in Madison Square Garden. That you're not scared to play against Karl Anthony Towns. Because every time we play against New York, Jared Allen goes into a shell. So we're going to see. Stars will get off, but what role players can play better? Exactly. Jared Allen, you part of the core four, and every time we face the Knicks, you fold like shirts that I got back up here on this shelf. You fold up. Not tonight, not tomorrow afternoon. Show up and show out. Be the Jared Allen that we know you can be when it matters most. Carry the load defensively. Be our anchor and hold it down offensively for the bigs. Set the tone early. We ain't going for that. You're not about to pull our car. You already. I told you I'm trying not to cuss on Christmas. Pull up on Friday. I got something for y'all. I'm gonna light it up. Light it up. We ain't in Christmas on Friday. So that's what we doing. Go Cavs, y'all. Go Cavs. Go Cavs. Go NBA in general. You know, it's gonna be again a hell of a show, a hell of a Christmas day. And I'm excited. And you know what I'm saying? Definitely excited to spend time with my family. Wish y'all well. Wish y'all the best on y'all Christmas holiday, whether you celebrate or not. But if you're gonna be with loved ones, you know, always peace and freedom. You already know how I get down. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all know each and every episode is powered by Free Your Lens, a lifestyle brand encouraging dope people like you to do all things with purpose and intention. Make sure y'all pull up to the website, freeyourlens.com. Check us out. Check us out. We about to do a whole nother remodel. Usually we do something really big, changes around, you know, season endings. We going into a new year, so it's about to be another refresh to the website. But make sure y'all hit that subscribe on the Beyond the Lens TV page and go to the website and join the Free Lens Society there as well. Y'all know how we do it, man. Each week we keep it trill. Every Wednesday 6 p.m. Cavs State of Mind. And then every Monday, we done brought back Her Core, Her Rules. Every Monday, 6 p.m. EST. I was actually gonna do Her Core, Her Rules instead of Cap State of Mind today. But you know, by it not being any NCAA games until Sunday, I just figured, hey, we just talk about them next week. So pull up on Monday and we're gonna do a special episode on Friday, you know what I'm saying? Just a little kickback, get into the weekend, get into the weekend vibes of the basketball. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with Free Your Lens, Beyond the Lens TV. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip. Happy holidays, peace and freedom. Y'all already know what time it is. It's your girl Naja Lee, signing out.